Hi Pisces, welcome to your daily reading. We're going to have a look and see what's going on for you at this time. What you need to know for your highest good at the time you watch this video. As always, take what resonates, disregard the rest, never force anything to fit, and always trust your own guidance, use your own discernment in how and if you receive these messages. Feel free to check out any other video on the channel. As always, if you feel drawn to any of them, they probably hold messages for you. You've got your weekly focus. Let me know how that's gone for you. You've got a love focus. You've got a work and money focus. Thank you all for your continued feedback on those. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments on any of my videos, and for subscribing to the channel. Welcome to anyone who's new. It's good to have you. It's nice seeing you in the comments as well, and welcome back to everyone who's been with me for a while. Just wanted to take a minute to just connect with you all, say thank you, and that I am sending you all my love. All right, let's see what's going on for Pisces. Pisces, I'm going to be honest with you, I forgot the name of this deck. It could be is it the green, something green? Green Witch deck? I honestly don't know. I'm sorry. If you know it, could you please put it in the comments for us? I know the box. I just can't. I don't know where the box is. I don't know what's happening. But we're just. Here we go. Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck at the maze in this deck. Now the Five of Swords is not the most pleasant energy. If you're on the receiving end of it, it could be dealing with stubborn person, difficult person, downright bully. It could be dealing with petty people, petty comments. It's a very my way or the highway type of attitude. And if I have to step on your toes, I'll step on your toes to do it. All or nothing type. Let's see where this is taking us. So we have the Lord of the Shadows, the Death card. Well, there's an ending, and someone's ticked off. I don't think it's you though, because I think with the Death card, this is you releasing something, accepting that something's done, choosing not to work on it, and someone has a problem with it. In your environment, we have the Knight of Wands in terms of challenge. Yeah, this is where for some of you, you're leaving something behind. You're leaving a job behind, a person, a place to live, a living dynamic, a habit, a group of people, because it served its purpose in your life. You recognize that, and you're allowing for the transition to happen, okay? Your challenge is not necessarily what you have to do. Your challenge is the people around you that have an opinion about what you're doing. But I'm going to be honest with you, Pisces, I don't see you that bothered about it. King of Cups and the Foundation. I feel like you, this is to do with something new you're trying to create or allow into your life. With the Death card, an ending brings a new beginning. You're releasing something in order to make room for something else. And I feel like whatever it is something else that you found. If it's another person, if it's another job, if it's another place to live, if it's a new mindset, a new way of living life, it's what you're happy with. It's what gives you complete fulfillment and happiness and abundance with the King of Cups. Could be another water sign. The Lovers in the recent past, the Lady and the Lord. Yep, you made a big decision, big choice to follow your path, your heart, your happiness, and to leave something else behind. Queen of Wands on the mind, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. You're very confident about this. You're very fired up about this. I feel like this has been, I also get a sense that for some of you, this is starting your own business, the Queen of Wands with the King of Cups. Pursuing that as a full-time job, right? Full-time way of making money. For others of you, this is deciding to go to school, go back to school, pick up additional training courses and classes. You're really working on yourself. For those of you who are physically working on yourself and your health, okay? So you've cut out some bad habits that may come with some bad people, right? And I don't mean bad, like for some of you, yeah, there might have been bad people doing bad things and somehow you got involved, but it is people who resonated with the energy, the frequency of whatever that mindset or habit was. Does that make sense? So if you quit drinking, you're not going to hang out with all your friends who are borderline alcoholics or full-time alcoholics because they're going to drink. You don't want to drink. You don't want to put yourself in that environment, right? It's that sort of energy, okay? As an example. For others of you, this is what you're headed towards very confidently. It's something that's very attractive to you. I also feel like there's also an aspect of temptation here, or because we have the Lovers in the past and the Queen of Wands is like a external to the Lovers dynamic. So that tells me that something courted you, someone else courted you somehow. Even if it was like they were paying you a lot of compliments. I don't see any shady behavior going on, any cheating or anything like that. I just see someone who is just very loving towards you, paying you compliments, being supportive, encouraging you, supporting you, being your biggest cheerleader, okay? And they kind of courted you in that way, whereas your current partner that you were with didn't do any of that stuff for you. And so you were like, well, you know, like, what's working for me? What's making me happy? Having this kind of person in my life, or what is now I assume an ex, right? That could never be bothered. Whatever it is that I was having to do, that was all about themselves with the Five of Swords, very micromanaging, very controlling, very picky. Nothing was ever good enough, okay? There was a lot of fights and conflict. Or with this other person where it's a lot of happiness, laughter, joy, interesting conversation, right? It's like, well, it's kind of a no-brainer, you know? Same thing if it's a job situation. Same thing with any kind of environment, okay? I'm just giving you examples so that you can pinpoint what the situation is in your own life. So what's going on today? We have the Knight of Cups, Eight of Cups, and the Green Man, the Fool. Yep. There's a new beginning here, big. A new cycle in your life, a new chapter in your book of life, okay? Something that's going to be long-lasting. So it's your next serious relationship that you're starting now that could lead to marriage and settling down with this person if that's something you're interested in. This could be the job that takes your earning potential in your career to a higher level, to a higher degree. This could be the path that you choose for yourself to just focus on your business that takes your you as a person, you as a professional, you as a businessman or woman to a whole nother level. Rubbing elbows with different level people, okay? Different types of opportunities coming your way now. Or it's a whole new cycle in your life, living a very healthy lifestyle, whatever that means to you. For a lot of you, I'm seriously saying specifically leaving drinking behind, because even in the Eight of Cups here. Or whatever type of addiction. I don't see the devil here, but it could be just a bad habit, just something you did without really thinking about it. And when you were presented with an alternative and you started looking at what you were doing already, you were like, oh, why was I doing that for so long? That doesn't really make sense anymore. That doesn't apply anymore. I don't want to do that. That doesn't make me happy anymore. Okay, but you have this alternative, something to compare to, okay? And if it wasn't an actual person or offer that came your way or someone scouting you, it could just be you watching someone else living that type of life and inspiring you. That's how I want to live my life. How am I living my life currently? Well, that way. Well, that doesn't really make sense, doesn't really resonate, doesn't really apply anymore, doesn't make me happy. I look at that person and how they run their business, how they run their life, how they approach things. I want to be more like that, right? That could have been the choice. So let's see what's going on here. Let's clarify for Pisces. But it's a new beginning. We keep seeing this. Death card, Fool card energy. Death card, World card, Fool card energy. Excuse me. And it's to do with all these... we're in between eclipses when I'm recording this. So a lot of it just has to do with the astrological movements, okay? So let's clarify for Pisces. Death card in the current situation, 8 of Wands. So at this time, you could be taking action. The feeling that I'm getting with this is, up to this point, you might have gone back and forth until you made up your mind what you wanted to do. So things could have been moving quite slowly. Once you made up your mind that, okay, I don't want to be here anymore, work on this anymore, be with this person anymore, deal with this anymore, I'm just going to release it. You kind of allowed the ending to take place naturally. What I'm seeing today specifically is almost like you want to speed it up. Okay, yeah, this ending is taking place. It's happening naturally. I could see it coming. I could see it happening, developing before my very eyes. I just want to speed it up a little bit. Okay, so it's that kind of situation where you know the relationship is dying. You know there's not a lot keeping you together. You know you don't really have that much in common anymore. You know, both of you know, but no one's really talking about it. You know that eventually you're going to break up. You know that eventually something's going to happen and you'll just kind of drift apart or whatever. You're saying, you know what? I think we both know what's going on. Let's talk about it. Let's make it official, and then we can both move on with our lives as opposed to dragging it out. We know it's going to happen, so let's just skip a few steps, right? That's what I'm seeing. So it's like if you were waiting for the breakup talk to happen, hoping the other person would initiate it, this is you saying, you know what? No, actually, I'll talk about it, right? If you were waiting for something to go wrong at work and for them to start talking to you about, well, you know what, Pisces, or if you were waiting for like one big blow up, one big argument, one big something for you to then say, you know what, I'm done, I'm out. You're saying, you know what, why wait for that? You know, I know that's what I want. Why drag it out? So just kind of getting ahead of the game a little bit, right? So there's a conversation here with the 8 of Wands that you're having about an ending. In the challenge position here with the Knight of Wands, we have the Holy King, the Hermit. Yeah, you're walking away from something, and it could be something that you've been in for a while. Come on, there we go. Okay, because you're leaving, like what you're leaving behind is a house, right? Something that's already built, established, and there's someone, if the camera will focus, in the window there, right, that you're also leaving behind with that house. So something you have history with. But with the Hermit, you walking your own path. That's exactly what it is. You're like, this no longer aligns in the Death card with who I am now or who I want to be moving forward. I want to settle down and have a family with someone. The person I'm currently with never wants children in their life. It's time to have the conversation. We were putting it off, maybe hoping someone changes their mind. They were hoping you change your mind. You were hoping they change their mind. You come to this place where you've either met someone already who wants the same things you do, or you're just saying, you know what, it's time to call time here. It's time to call time. Let's just call it what it is, okay? Doesn't have to be any bad beef. We just don't align anymore, or we never did, or we weren't going to go down the same road if we're going to be honest and realistic with each other. It's that kind of conversation, right? I want to be, director of something. Well, the job I'm currently in is actively keeping me down, is actively keeping me in an apprentice position or low kind of responsibility roles. And I want to take on more work. I want to take on more responsibility, but they're not giving me that. So it's time to call time, right? And go find another opportunity, or someone else has already approached you with another opportunity that would take you to your goal of becoming a director down the line, okay? It's that kind of thing. King of Cups in the foundation, 3 of Swords. Yeah, you are making a sacrifice now that's at the 3 of Swords level, not the 10 of Swords, okay? So it's almost like for some of you, you're preempting that big ending. Death card, 8 of Wands. You're saying, listen, we're headed down that path anyway. Why don't we save ourselves some time and we don't allow things to get petty? Because the longer we drag something out, the more frustration is going to be, the more we feel like lashing out, the more blame game is going to start, okay? Let's just skip that part, okay? And let's just kind of nip it in the bud. Nip it here before it goes off the rails, okay? There's no need to have a big argument. There's no need for a big, ugly splitting of the ways. Let's just call it what it is and move on. It's a very mature approach that you have to this, Pisces. Yes, it's not comfortable. Yes, it's not pleasant. I don't want to be doing this. You don't want to be doing this. However, in the long run, it's what's best for both of us. So let's just be honest about that and do what needs to be done, okay? Very mature approach with that Hermit here as well, okay? The Lovers in the recent past, Six of Cups. You met someone who's a true soulmate to you, Pisces. I don't use that word lightly. But you met someone who's a true soulmate. What does that mean? You met someone you align with perfectly. You're not, that doesn't mean you're exactly the same person, but it means you have a lot in common. Fundamentally, you share the same core values and beliefs and principles and where you want to go in life. For some of you, the breakup is happening over children because it's time to just admit the fact that you're not going to change your mind, your partner's not going to change their mind, and you just want different things, okay? You want children, they don't, vice versa. No one's going to change their mind. Let's just be, that's the thing. You want to live in one place, they want to live in a different place. You're not going to change their mind, and they're not going to change yours. Giving it time is not going to change anything. It's just going to be wasted time, because you're still going to get to that point with the Death card. It's something that is meant to end. It's meant to end. You can't bypass this ending, because it served its purpose in your life, whatever it was. Okay? And it's already started to end. It has been ending. If you look at it, really look at it, you will see that either it's been dead a long time ago, but again, we've just been going through the motions, or you can see it progressively went downhill, and it's been doing that for a while now. Okay? But you met something or someone, or you had an epiphany, a realization, you saw someone, okay, doing what you want to be doing, living the life you want to be living, being the kind of person you want to be. Or you met someone you align with very well, you want the same things, you could see a future with this person, okay? For some, we keep saying this is a friend in your circle. This is someone around you already. You see them, if not on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. And whenever you see this person, it brightens your day. The conversations you have uplift you. You laugh, you enjoy your time. You feel seen, heard, understood, appreciated, valued for exactly who you are. You can be whoever you are with this person, and they're the same with you, okay? If it's a job opportunity, same thing. It's something that perfectly aligns with where you're trying to go, okay? And there's a clear progression. So it's not like, well, I'll take this job now and then I'll figure out how it fits into my plan. It's like, no, there's a clear progression that if you start here, Pisces, with this other job, in 1 year's time, you've got a review, you've got an opportunity to move to this role. Another years down the line, another couple of years down the line, you've got an opportunity to move into this role, and then that one, and that one, and then that gets you to your goal. It's clear. It's laid out, okay? But yeah, that's what happened. The Queen of Wands on the mind, Six of Wands. I feel like, again, this is something around you, someone around you that's just been kind of patiently waiting. For others of you, this is someone who's been just inspiring you to be true to yourself, to be authentic, to live the life you want to live, to start your own business, to make changes when it comes to your health. This is someone who's a source of inspiration. Okay? Not just a friend, not just a potential partner, not just a potential coworker or manager. It's someone who's a source of inspiration to you, Pisces. And they have given you inspiration and confidence to take the actions that you are now taking. Knight of Cups, Eight of Cups, and the Fool. You have the Four of Swords, here's the World, and the Knight of Pentacles. Depending on where you are in this process, for some of you, you're now just having the conversation and breaking away from this. Okay? You're following your own heart, turning your back on this, taking a new approach, creating a new path for yourself. I feel like you will take a few days, I don't feel like it's that long, to rest, to heal, to recover, to recoup, to refocus. And then you start your new path with the World card and the Knight of Pentacles, to come up with a plan potentially with the Four of Swords, the World, and the Knight of Pentacles. and then you start walking that path. For some of you, this just represents that period in between you leaving one job and before you start your new one. You have a few days in between, okay? For others of you, you have a few days before you see the new person, and you're just kind of getting yourself set up, prepared, ready. I see someone who's doing making sure, you know, what do I want to do with my hair? What kind of clothes do I want to wear when I see them? What do I want to say when I see them, right? Someone who is preparing. Next time they see you, they're going to approach you, talk to you about in the beginning, tell you how they feel, Knight of Cups, right? Or vice versa if this is you. And if not, again, it's getting ready for the new start date, right? Okay, what kind of clothes do I want to wear? Do I need new clothes? Do I need to change my hair? What do I need to do? What do I want to do? Preparing, right? What else for Pisces? We have the Page of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Three of Wands. Yeah, this is the Five of Swords energy here, where whoever you're leaving behind is saying things to people. Okay, Page of Swords, posting things, Seven of Swords, lying about what happened, or they're just angry and lashing out, or this is someone who's intentionally trying to tarnish your reputation, okay? But again, what I see is you've got your back to this. You see what they're doing with the Seven of Swords. Don't get me wrong, nothing's gonna go past you. You see what they're doing, almost as if to say, I'm gonna keep an eye on what they're doing, what they're saying, to see if I need to intervene. Or if it's a case of they'll say what they say, get it out of their system, blow off some steam, but if no one gives them attention, it'll die out on its own, right? Because your focus is what's in front of you, what is just arriving in your life with the Three of Wands. Okay, Pisces? So, that is what I see. That is what I see happening here. So there's a speeding up of an ending or making something official and preparing for the new. If it's preparing for the conversation, preparing for the meeting, preparing for your new start date, preparing for the next time you see this person to tell them all about how you feel with the Knight of Cups and what you want for the two of you, Knight of Pentacles, moving forward. Preparing as in you're now starting to pack because you're going to be moving into that new place in a little while. I don't see, with the Four of Swords, it could be hours or days, weeks tops, okay? That you've got this respite, this pause from wrapping this up and starting this, okay? But it's good because it gives you time to clear out what you need to clear out and to prepare, make room, bringing new energy, new resources for when this new thing is starting, right? And you're just keeping an eye on whoever it is that has a problem with the changes that you're making in your life to see at what point you may have to intervene, as in put them in their place, give them a taste of their own medicine. But I feel like you're not gonna have to do that because they're gonna say some things, yes, but the people that they're talking to and the people who would believe what they're saying are not your people anyway. Do you know what I mean? So that's fine. We're always going to be the bad guy in someone else's story. So if they're off talking to their friends and family, does it feel great? No, it doesn't, because you know they're lying or you know they're lashing out and who knows what they're saying about you. But at the same time, it's like, well, is that really my problem? I'm probably never going to see those people again. And if they choose to believe what this person is saying, they don't know me anyway. So why do I care, you know? Okay. Oh, look, you have the Wish card again. Your heart's desire is ready to come true. The World again, 36, 35 and 36, definitely seeing progression towards an ending, a completion. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. Definitely wishes coming true in terms of like big changes. Relationship change, as in going from being in a relationship to being single, or being in a relationship to being in a different relationship, or being single to now you're about to be committed, okay, if that's your wish, or in a relationship that leads to long-term commitment. Big changes in terms of job. It could be changing career altogether or changing how you make your money altogether. Okay, with the World card, it's a big deal. Changing where you live, I see that as well for a lot of you. And we have beware, number 3. Be careful who you trust at this time. This is that person that's trying to say stuff because they have an issue with you leaving. 30, open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. But I feel like the truth will out, okay? If this is someone trying to stir the pot, say untruthful things about you, either they're talking to people who know it's lies, and they're like, what are you talking about? That's just not true. And so they're just going to run away and hide because someone caught them in the lie. Or you will shine the light on what they're saying and what they're doing. Or if someone is accusing you of doing any shady stuff and causing the end of something, you could be exposing them and saying, no, actually it's because of this, it's because of that, and clarifying, clearing the air if that's something you want to do. But for the most part, I feel like whatever this person's saying or trying to do is just not even going to reach you, okay, with the Sun card. And it's not your focus. But if someone is lying and trying to do anything underhanded, just know that they will be seen, they will be caught, because you're protected. We have angel as well. Your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. You're stepping into a divinely guided partnership or union, okay, for a lot of you. And let's see from the Shape Shifter Oracle. Anything else for Pisces? You are unlike anyone else. You had this yesterday, Pisces. 35, your contradictions and complexities are interesting. You're aligning with something or someone or a way of living or a way of being that is completely perfect for who you are, exactly the way you are. You don't have to change to fit in. You don't have to change and explain yourself and adapt. Or this is being embraced and thriving for your personal skills, talents, your personality, just who you are and what you bring to the table. Oh, that's so beautiful, Pisces. What else? We have Dragonfly Mermaid. You've attracted wonderful news. 19 adding up to a 10. Again, completions, new beginnings. There's going to be some news about this, Pisces. For those of you where this has already happened, this is the new start date today. This is the new path. This is the conversation happening. This is the meeting happening, the kickoff meeting, conversation, date, whatever. It's not Elizabethan. It's Elizabeth and the Lion. It is time to become a great leader. Another 20. Yep. That Queen of Wands energy. You're becoming the leader in your own life. You're calling the shots. This is, again, starting your own business, taking control over your career path and making some decisions to align with where you want to go, right? No longer wasting time or whatever. Because you've got this clarity. That's what drives you. You have this wisdom. You have this clarity of that's what I want to do. That's where I want to be. That's where I want to go. That's who I want to be with. That's what I want to achieve in my life. And once that is completely clear to you, you've looked at where you were and decided whether or not where you are, what you're doing, who you're with, who you're surrounding yourself with, is going to take you to your goal. And whatever it is that is conducive to that can stay in your life and continue to grow. And whatever or whomever is just not in line with that, it's just time to release and move on. That's just what it is, okay? So you're speeding up an ending in order to have this new beginning for yourself. That's what I'm seeing here, okay? Which is beautiful because, again, I see this is something that you were very reluctant with or about in the past, Pisces. This, even the potential of something ending, you were very reluctant about it. You pushed it away, ignored it. Nope, not talking about that. That's not going to happen. No. But whatever it is, I feel like the more you thought about it, the more you spent time with this person, the more you spent time in this environment, or the more you were away from a person or an environment and you gained that clarity of, wait, my life is so peaceful without them in it. Oh, I didn't think of it that way. I didn't know that, you know? It gave you that complete clarity of, no, this is just better. This is really what I want to do. This is really, what I deserve. This is, you know what I mean? And so then you slowly were like, well, if an ending's going to happen, I'm not going to fight it. And then it was a case of, well, I can see it's starting to crumble, but I'm just going to wait for a big fight, a big argument, a big whatever. Next time this happens, that's when I'll do it. And that's when I'll say something. We're hoping it just kind of, someone else says it, right? Someone else initiates it or whatever. To now, where it's like, you know what? I know what I want to do. I just want to get going. There's no point in wasting any more time. I'm going to initiate. I'm going to have the conversation. Confidence. Yeah? It's a beautiful thing, Pisces. I think it's the Green Man Tarot. I think. It could be. I think. If you know, could you put it in the comments for us, please? I'm just having a complete blank. Pisces, what an amazing reading. Let's look at your yes or no now. You can pause the video and think of your question, phrase it in a way where you need a yes or no answer, and then pick a number between 1 and 3. This is for anyone who's new, right? I recommend only picking one number since we're being so specific, but you trust your own guidance. If the additional messages that we get don't make sense to you, just sit with it for a bit. It could be a completely different perspective that's being offered to you that could lead you to your solution, or just don't take the messages if they don't make any sort of sense to you. And even with the answer itself on its own, if it still doesn't resonate, it still doesn't feel right to you, it probably is not your answer. These are still general at the end of the day, okay? So just some things to keep in mind. Is it a yes or no for Pisces? 1, 2, 3. Okay, if you chose number 1, we have a maybe. I feel like with this, you're in a position to achieve and accomplish whatever it is that you want to achieve and accomplish. I feel like your challenge is to figure out what that is. Because if you're constantly trying to do 2 things at the same time, or you're indecisive and you're going back and forth between should I or shouldn't I, or should I do this or should I do that, they're both going to be stuck in limbo, hence the maybe. As in, either could be successful, but you can't do both at the same time. So they're currently on a maybe, both of them. If you focus in on one though, that's going to be a yes, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. If you chose number 2, we have yes with the beautiful 2 of Cups. There's good news, achievement and accomplishment in terms of coming together with another person or an opportunity that is in line with who you are. It's like today's reading, okay? A new person might be coming into your life that is going to be very instrumental, I hear. Either you're aligning with them somehow, partnering up with them somehow, or they're putting you in touch with the right people, or they're inspiring you, okay? But it's a yes either way. And if you chose number 3, your answer is no with the 5 of Pentacles. I hear no, choose a different path, or no, ask a different question. That's interesting. So it could be the way you're looking at things, your perspective might need to shift, or coming at it from a different angle might need to happen to achieve this goal in this situation. Or it could be a case of, I also feel like you've given this too much. So if it's something that you've just given to, and you have not seen any return or anything happening that makes you happy there, it's time to stop giving. And in that sense, it's like them saying, no, it's not going to turn around. No, it's not going to get better. You've given this too much already. Shift focus to something else that's better for you. I also get a sense of rejection as God's protection with the situation. Okay, so take whatever applies. All right, Pisces, but that is what I have for you at this time. I hope the reading resonates with you. I hope it helps. Let me know, okay? Comment, let me know where you are in the process. What's up? What you're speeding up, okay, in terms of an ending, in terms of a big shift or a big change. And where are you headed? What has inspired you? Who has inspired you? What is it that you really want to do? What have you had clarity about, right? Where are you headed? So I'm going to leave it there. Have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.